Hi, my name's Lee Handford, and what attracted me to working in the hair industry? Well, it all started when I was about 14 really. I had one of the boys, Nick Jones, he's a really good hairdresser, come to the house, colour my hair, do loads of creative stuff with my hair. Kind of had an inkling then that I wanted to do something with hair. But obviously being in a family that had a family building business, I kind of just fell into building, and then as the years got on I realised it wasn't for me and really wanted to go back and exploit the hairdressing. And in my area at the time there wasn't really anyone taking on hairdressing apprentices at the time, so I kind of left it another year or two went by and I went back to it. But in the meantime I changed from using hairdressers to using barbers, and went to one of the barber shops in my local area and become very good friends with the barber there that later on became a mentor. And I realised quickly that the relationship that me and her had, the bond that we grew over the short period of time that I was using her as a barber, was what really attracted me to the hairdressing, to the hair industry. And the creative things she used to do, I used to let her do my hair, that really intrigued me as well. So the bond that she gathered with me, and then I later on discovered that that was the main thing that attracted me to becoming a barber and becoming a part of the hair industry. So the creative side of things, you can really let yourself go on hair, and as long as the client lets you do whatever you want, you can literally express yourself to however you want to do it. And the bond that I got with some of my clients is second to none. I can't imagine any other trade or any other industry on the planet having the bond that we have with our clients. It's like a family, and that's the most important thing to me. What attracted me to using MATAKKI scissors and wanting to work with MATAKKI brand? It all started when I was working in a Six Hub. I borrowed a pair of scissors. I used to use the ones I had from college, or the cheap ones that you buy from Amazon, etc, etc. But the ones that, just cheap scissors basically I used to use. And one of the boys bought a pair of MATAKKI arrows. And I used them when he wasn't in work. I shouldn't have, but I did. And oh my god, I fell in love with them instantly. The weight, the way they glided through hair, the texture you could add with them, just how they looked, the branding. So then I went on to buy a pair of arrows a couple of months later, and I was stuck on the website. And what it was with them then, I was stuck on the website, it was an error on my side, something to do with my bank card, and I was stuck and I couldn't order them. And the instant reply I had from MATAKKI and how they redeemed the issue, resolved the issue, how they resolved the issue was amazing. And the customer care was class, and like I said, the way they glide through hair, the customer care, just how they resolved all the issues I had, any questions I had about the brand, they just fell straight into suit with everything I wanted. And ever since then, that was 4 years ago, ever since then I've been in love with the brand and I've wanted to work with them. And they're the only brand I've ever wanted to use. Like my colleagues use them, my apprentices use them, my right hand man uses them. Everybody, I don't push any other brand. They are through and through the brand I've always used for the last 4 years. Within the hair industry, within my career, it's got to be first and foremost as my shop, as the loft. I mean, so much time and effort has gone into it. It's just a massive achievement. It's what I've always wanted to do and progress. Number two is definitely entering a competition, entering Joshua P. His awards, entering one category, which is the Global Educator one. But I was nominated and put into the finalists for 3 different categories when I only entered one. That's a massive accomplishment. and just made me feel amazing, made me feel everything that I worked so hard for was amazing. It was worth it in the end. And then number 3 is got to be training my right hand man, as a Sam DB. He's an amazing young man. He's got so much drive and so much passion for the industry and for himself. I see a lot of myself in him, and being a part of his journey is just amazing in itself, and it's a massive achievement for myself to be able to put my time and effort into someone and watch them grow. That's massive for me. My favourite memory so far in my career, there's a lot of them. There is a lot. None really bad. But my favourite of them all has got to be being announced to be coming on Modern Barber main stage at Barber Connect by Alan Beak. That was incredible. Just him announcing my name and me coming on stage was amazing. And that was my first ever big show as well, and that was my first time ever on stage, so that moment will always stay with me, and it's the biggest positive thing that's ever come out of my career so far. My go-to pair of MATAKKI scissors have got to be, I've used a lot of them, but hands down they've got to be the Arrows. I use the Arrow 6.5s mainly for scissor over comb, and it's just the way it glides through hair and just the texture you can get with them as well when you do a point cut, but I do mainly use them for the sheer size of for the scissor over comb. It's just the weight distribution on them, the finger grips. Like some scissors hurt your hands or hurt your thumb if you hold them a certain way, but every way that you hold the MATAKKI Arrows, they're incredible. The shine in them is sexual. They're just the perfect scissors. I do have the Mitsus and the Yoshis as well. They are 2 amazing scissors, but they're different sizes, so I use them for different things. But they are incredible. The Arrows are my go-to. If I could only pick one pair of scissors for the rest of my life, it would be Arrows. Personally, after the hardship that we've had due to the pandemic, I personally think, and obviously we've been coming out of the pandemic with all the restrictions of lifting, we've had a few awards and barber bashes and stuff to get over it, but it's still not the same. But within 12 months I think everything is just going to bounce back bigger and stronger. There's a lot more new faces coming through, the industry's still cool, the new people coming through is amazing, so I think we're just going to attract new faces, and I think the industry's just going to take off massively, and I think we're going to start seeing a lot more colours within the barber industry as well. My professional plans and goals for the future. So my plans for my business and my shop is to get it to the maximum capacity. Fingers crossed, trained everybody from scratch. That's a lot of time consumption, but it's well worth it because I can be a part of their journey and watch them grow. And my personal one is I want to go down the education route, hence why I entered and got into the finals of Josh O'P's Global Educator Award. That is where I want to be, education. I love being behind the chair and cutting, but I much rather watch someone else grow and be able to pass my knowledge on. Sharing my knowledge and sharing my experiences with someone else is incredible. It's second to none. That feeling that you get is incredible.